Trap me. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it. In this room? Hold it. You. Jesus.
Well, you look like you put on a little weight. They paroled me 3 months ago. I've been looking everywhere for you.
This your place?
Yeah, my place.
When'd you move in here?
About a month ago.
Photography? Who taught you all this?
State of New York.
You're kidding.
Rehabilitation. It's a new thing for first offenders.
What do you do? Cheesecake? Pin-ups?
All that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. I always wanted to be a photographer. Hey, how much do you make?
I do all right.
Yeah, you always had the luck. Some jail they sent you to.
Didn't they teach you a trade inside?
Oh, sure. L&L, 4 hours a day.
L&L.
Laundry and latrines. And the new Mr. Clean. Hey, you're not married, are you?
Hell no. She just comes in to
To what?
clean up.
She does more than that. Lisa?
Lisa. In a dump like this,
You seen her yet?
not a trace.
But you have looked.
You bet I've looked. Shows me $3 grand.
Yeah, me too. Promised to double it by the time I came out. Instead, she takes off. Ha, I'll kill her.
You couldn't kill anybody, least of all Lisa.
So, where's the action?
What action?
Come on, like you said in your message, if you want a quick and easy $2 grand, so that's what I want.
If you want a quick and easy $2 grand, come to 27B Grogan Street at 9 exactly. The door's open.
Oh, fool me yourself. You popped out of there a second sooner, you'd have caught this in your teeth. You did send me that message. No. You got the same message?
Just like that. Then he hung up.
Who hung up?
Search me. I thought it must have been from you.
Oh, jeez. And all this? Go on, tell me. This isn't your place. You're flat broke. You're not even a pornographer.
I'm worse than broke. I owe $1,500 to some loan shark, and I'm a month behind with the interest.
That's bad.
So listen, could you stake me to a fiver? If I don't come up with some juice by Monday, they're going to take me to the dentist.
500, he says. I haven't eaten since I came out. How much for this?
Cameras, you can't give them away. So who lives here?
Hey, give me a few minutes. I'll find something. Now, what have we here? Enough cold cuts for a long weekend.
Don't.
Hey, this photographer's crafty. Yeah. Keeps a 20 back in the freezer.
So leave it there. Leave that stuff alone. Who does live here?
Now, if I can only find out where they hide the mustard.
Who sent that message?
You know, it's strange how you degenerate as soon as you're free. In stir, I can guzzle any slot in the shop. Now, if I can't find the mustard, I got the shakes.
What did he sound like?
I got it. What did who sound like?
The joker who phoned.
Some kind of fauna. In fact, the one that was a put on.
Where were you when he phoned?
My usual place. You?
My usual place.
So?
So?
Lisa.
It's gotta be Lisa. Who else would know where to find her?
What's through there?
Bedroom with bathroom.
Is there another entrance?
No, bars on all the windows, just like these.
I wonder if this place is bugged. Lisa, shut up now. Come out, wherever you are.
Good evening, Mr. Coleman.
You've got the wrong place.
Have I? Then could I be interesting you in a rug for your bathroom? I'd be giving this away at $6.75, but for you, sir...
No rugs, thank you.
Then if I may just deliver my message?
Who from?
From the party that phoned you not half an hour ago.
Why the hell didn't you say so?
Thank you, Mr. Tallman.
That's not my name.
Oh,
I beg your pardon. I had no idea you were there. I'll be candid and honest with you, gentlemen. Strictly speaking, this is not my carpet. I found it in a pile of junk in that torn-down building in the back of here. And since it's a little damp and a bit cheesy, $1.75, and I'll be on my way.
Let's have the message and then take the stinking thing out of here.
Where's Lisa?
I beg your pardon, Mr. Tallman?
Look, Buster, let's get this straight. Tallman's not my name, and I never heard of anybody by that name.
But it's a grand name, don't you think? Good old Mike Tallman. Don't you think it suits him fine? Sergeant Carlino.
Sergeant who?
And you will be Sergeant Carlino.
Hey, come on, who the hell are you?
I am Harry Rhodes, Jr. and Senior from Scarsdale.
Okay, Mr. Rope Jr. and Senior, the message, and out.
Who sent you here?
The message, children, is that once upon a time there were two small con artists. I believe they'd just come out of jail, poor fellows. One of them was tall and rugged, and he'd drop in on a housewife when she was alone and pretend he was an old friend of her husband's. The other would turn up a little later as a police detective. But the real brains of the outfit was a beautiful and talented girl. She could be young or old, French, Italian, or Katie from Kansas.
Where is Lisa?
Both men fell for her and would make little passes when the other wasn't looking. And with quite a pathetic lack of success. Finally, she became bored with them both, made an anonymous phone call to the police, and then disappeared, taking their loot with her. As they say, there is no one quite so gullible as a con man in love.
Who sent you here, and who are you?
If Lisa told you all this, why isn't she here? You working for Lisa, or is she working for you?
We are now all working for Lisa.
You said on the phone something about a quick and easy $2,000.
That's correct.
Plus the $3,000 each that Lisa already owes us.
You shall have it
When?
tomorrow night, if we succeed. If we fail, nothing.
Why didn't Lisa come here herself?
Well, perhaps she was a little shy of meeting you two again before she could give you your money.
Yeah, so when do we see her?
Tomorrow night, with the merchandise. Well?
We ain't even talking until we get 1,000 each.
Well, Lisa said to give you both 1,500 each and the balance upon delivery. Any objections? But first, may we have weapons on the table?
Hey, search me. I'm clean.
Your brass knuckles.
What brass knuckles?
In your right pocket. Now come. I cannot negotiate in an atmosphere of mistrust. And your little straight razor, Mr. Tallman?
How do you protect yourself?
Ah. Geraldine protects me. Isn't she beautiful?
What does she do?
This.
Then may we have Geraldine on the table, too?
We may not,
And why the hell not?
because she is the referee. Now, gentlemen. One for you.
Not yet, Mr. Rote. What's the merchandise?
Ah. Child's doll.
A doll.
Yes, a musical doll. Lisa last saw it in Montreal a few days ago, but now she thinks it's somewhere hidden in this apartment.
How'd it get here?
Well, while Lisa was in the Montreal airport, she got into a conversation with a very nice photographer named Sam Hendricks. And she asked Mr. Hendricks if he would be so kind as to deliver this doll to her little girl who was in the New York hospital. He was most sympathetic. But before he had time to deliver it, Lisa arrived at this apartment herself and asked for the doll. And then, much to her surprise, he simply couldn't find it.
What do you mean he couldn't find
He
it?
couldn't find it. Lisa watched him search both these rooms, and then, pretending it was of no importance, she left. It was last night.
So, how big is this doll?
Oh,
Weight?
just under 2 pounds?
Allow 8 ounces for the music box?
That's a lot of smack.
Is this stuff pure?
Nothing has ever been so pure.
That'll be worth over 250 G's. You push this yourself?
Now, children, let's not get too greedy, shall we? Let's find the doll first, all right?
So Lisa sent you here to get it. Why does she need us?
This morning, Lisa phoned this number, and pretending she was an Italian actress named Luciana, she made arrangements to have some portraits taken by Mr. Hendricks at his studio tonight. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Hendricks left this house about 7 o'clock. They walked to a movie theater where he left his wife, and then went on to his studio where he is still waiting for her.
Hey, now hold it. Are you getting any of this?
Sure, just pay attention.
Well, I'm lost.
So listen.
Look, Mr. Rhodes, I'm a first-grade dropout. I mean, just give it to me like ABC. Lisa wants to get him out of here so she can come in and really go through the place, right?
That is correct.
So right now the wife is watching the movie while the photographer's in the studio waiting for some Italian broad. Doesn't even exist. How long is he going to wait?
Well, perhaps we'd better reassure him. If you'll excuse me, gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Sam Hendricks, please. Oh, Mr. Hendricks, this is Giano of Giano's Restaurant. Yes, I have a message from Miss Luciana. She says she's very sorry to be late. No, wait. She is on her way to you now. I put her in a taxi not 2 minutes ago. Il taxi per la signora Luciano subito. Mr. Hendricks, yes, she is on her way to you, and she should be there very shortly. Be so kind and wait for her. Thank you. Ciao. That should keep him there a bit longer.
So Lisa's been here already tonight?
Yes. She searched everywhere and still couldn't find it.
So she searched everywhere? How'd she open this?
There's a closet in the bedroom that's locked, too. I'll open that now.
It's not in the closet.
How do you know?
Lisa looked. There's a key on the ledge just above it.
And this? Does Lisa know about this safe?
She does, and that's why you're here.
Well, this is a bit out of our line, but okay. So we'll make the photographer open it up when he gets back here. But look, we aren't squeamish, Mr. Rote. Are you?
I am, and that's not why you're here. Now, suppose, after some persuasion, he did open that safe and still couldn't find it. What then?
The dollars in the safe. Give you 5 to 1.
That's a chance Lisa won't take. It may be in the safe. He may have taken it somewhere else. He may have even given it to the police. You see, that is why we have to slide into this very gently. Believe me, gentlemen, Lisa didn't call you two for nothing.
What'd she say?
She said, don't twist any arms. You're not to steal anything. And let the wife find the doll and give it to you of her own free will.
So this is just like old times, eh? So we'll con him out of it. You better find out all you can about that guy.
I'll take the garbage.
What did you say his name was again?
Hendricks.
Sam Hendricks flew to Montreal last Monday, returned New York yesterday.
Hey, look what I can see from here, right by the parking lot.
What?
Phone booth.
Great. 2 sets of blinds. That gives us 9 signals.
6.
9.
Oh, open it down. 3 2's a 6.
It's 3 squared.
Huh?
You left me behind.
It's just a little signal of ours. One of us goes, and the telephone rings. Just leave this to us, Mr. Rote.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, the number of that phone booth in the parking lot is 924-5309. You'd better take down this number as well. Oh, and Mike, there's some more information on that wall.
When do we start all this? Tonight?
Tomorrow, a proud grandfather from Asbury Park will call Mr. Hendricks and ask him to come to his house to have some portraits taken of his family. Tomorrow afternoon. 1 hour's express ride by bus, $75, stay to dinner, and that gets rid of the husband. Now, there's a Volkswagen bus in the back of... Mike? Oh, there you are. There's a Volkswagen bus in the back of here. I'll meet you there in 10 minutes.
So you're going to stay here, Mr. Rote?
Just take a last look around in case I've forgotten anything.
Let's stay with you then.
It might be better if we didn't all leave together.
Maybe you're right. Come on then, Sergeant Carlino. Oh, by the way, the key of that bedroom closet.
What about it?
It's not on the ledge.
It's not. Well, then Lisa must have taken it.
But won't they miss it when they come home?
No, they'll each think the other one lost it.
Well, then there's just one question before we leave here.
Yes?
Lisa told you an awful lot, didn't she?
Lisa?
Lisa. All those little details about how she works.
And about us.
See, we know Lisa very well.
Yeah, she'd never give you anything.
Unless she had to.
So, what's your question?
We'd just like to know where you've been hiding the key to that locked closet in the bedroom. All right, you threw that door backwards and turn.
Now, get!
All right, Mr. Rote. Drop Geraldine on the floor, nice and easy.
I'd rather not do that.
Drop it. Children.
Perhaps you'll settle for this.
Toss. Why don't you sit down, Mr. Rote?
Thank you.
Now.
God, Lisa. Oh, my God. You bastard! Oh.
You. Come on. Don't! Why?
Lisa was just too clever, Mike. And then I felt certain she knew where it was. And then... too late. You've forgotten something, haven't you?
Come on.
You're already involved, aren't you?
I can prove where I was when this happened.
Oh, can you? Exactly when did it happen? Just before you let me in? By the way, no policeman has ever heard of me, and I'm not on parole.
Hey, somebody must have seen you with her somewhere.
Never. Oh, I followed her several times, but we never actually met until she walked in there tonight.
All that stuff about us? She told you all that tonight?
That and a good deal more.
You try and get away with this, but we are out. You're on your own now, Mr. Rowe. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Mike, but you were both so highly recommended. I need you.
Well, that's just too bad. Now you got a body in there. And you are stuck with it. Let's go.
Now, children, think. Just think. Think. You walk out of here and I simply walk out after you. And we leave her in there all by herself. And you've signed your names all over this apartment. And if you could remember everything you've touched, it would take you at least an hour to wipe off. As for myself, I've only touched one thing since you came in. And before that, I wore these. Highly recommended, by the way. Very disposable. They come in enormous rolls from Hamburger Schlemmer. Don't forget the safe, Sergeant. And the icebox. Now, do exactly as I say, and the police won't even come in here. Will you stop acting like a housemaid and listen? You can take care of all that tomorrow. Now what? Get rid of that body. Roll her up in this, and then dump it where I found it. I'll meet you in the Volkswagen.
Look, just let us out of this.
Oh, I need you.
For what?
Listen, everything is just as we planned it. We simply con the wife until she gets us that doll, and that's it. No one gets hurt, not even a scratch. There is just one minor difference, perhaps. That instead of working for Lisa, you're now working for me.
Yeah, well, then there's one other difference, Mr. Rote. You promised us $3 grand plus another 2 each?
Less this 1,500, of course.
Yeah, but things have changed since then.
Yeah.
All right, 3 plus 3 then.
We want $3 grand plus an extra 4 each tomorrow night.
Quiet. She's alone.
Sammy. Sam? Gloria. Sam. Well, what does she look like? Feliciana. You mean she hasn't arrived yet? Delayed nearly 2 hours? Who does she think you are? Oh, I'm home now. Yeah, the movie was great. But you should have checked, honey. It was all in Swedish and not a note of background music. Well, I tried to walk home, but I took a wrong turn somewhere, so I came by taxi. How else? Yes, a taxi. You mean walk over to your studio now? Oh, no, I'm staying right here. When will you be home? 11. Well, in that case, I better trot right over and keep the score. Don't worry, I won't cramp your style. Ciao.
Oh, you little... You belong there. Gloria. Oh, come on now. I know you're here. You can't fool me, you know.
Well?
3 plus 4, Mr. Rote?
3 plus 4, Mr. Tallman.
Hear about the murder?
What murder?
They found a body this morning. Somewhere near here.
Who told you?
On the radio. I just heard the end of it. A woman from Scarsdale or somewhere.
Are you making this up?
Why should I?
It's a plot to keep me at home.
It is not.
Okay, Windows. Would you rather I didn't go?
Serious?
Of course.
Well, no. I mean, yes, I always want you to stay home, but not because somebody's been murdered, but because of me. Need the ceiling lights?
Yeah, it's a bit gloomy in there. Oh, that one I need.
Sorry.
Okay, quick check. Phone number for police emergency.
Oh, dial 0 and say you're blind.
No, the operators get busy and they don't answer.
Oh, that urgent. So that murder does worry you.
Now, this one, you must know. 440-1234.
Wait till I get my sugar lumps. 440-1234. It's these easy ones that fool me. So it's 4, not 4, not 440-1234.
Then you ask for the 6th precinct.
6th precinct, 4 plus 2. Okay, doctor's office, 924-6391. Want the Chinese laundry?
My bus leaves at 5 and it returns from where?
Asbury Park.
At.
Every hour on the hour.
I'll phone you when I get there and again when I leave. Oh, if that doll woman phones, just tell her I haven't found it yet.
Okay.
And try to get her phone number.
Maybe Gloria's seen the doll.
No, she hasn't. I asked her mother. But you might as well have Gloria look for it when she's down here. It must be somewhere.
That child isn't coming here today.
Just to do your shopping. There's a grocery list and $20 by the phone.
No, Gloria. Okay, where is it?
You weren't listening.
Not listening.
Near the table. What's wrong with Gloria?
Everything. She can't even close the refrigerator. Am I anywhere near?
Yeah, but you're not searching. Go north. Look, if she doesn't close the fridge, you just say, close the fridge.
And if she still doesn't close it?
Well, then you say, that's the girl, thanks.
What do you mean that's the girl? Thanks, it's still open.
That's a little trick I learned in the Marines, sweetheart. You always assume an order's been carried out, and then if she hasn't closed the door, she'll be so embarrassed.
Gloria isn't a Marine. She doesn't embarrass that easily. Rather than a dog.
Dogs can't shop at the supermarket.
Dogs can't rearrange the furniture. That's Gloria's latest hobby. Whenever we're out, she borrows her mother's key and sneaks in here and turns everything around. Last night, I nearly broke both my legs. Now, where has she hidden the garbage pail?
Here it is. Now, put it back where it belongs.
Where was it?
On the dryer, where you must put it.
It was Gloria.
Oh, come on. Take it easy on this kid. Her daddy just left him again, and her mother's out looking for him. She's been battered back and forth like a sawed-off shuttlecock. On top of that, she's wearing glasses for the first time. Oh, by the way, call her Four Eyes.
Four Eyes.
Yeah, the glasses. That's what the kids are calling her, and she can't take it. So they'll go on till she can.
So?
Well, so if we call her that, too, she'll get over it quicker.
I don't know if I dare.
Now you're scared of a 12-year-old? This fridge needs defrosting. But my way this time.
Your way? And if I burn off both my hands?
Don't. The unguentine's in the emergency drawer.
Defrost the refrigerator. Do I have to have a project every time you're away?
And if the rain stops, why don't you try walking over to my studio and back? And no cheating.
Did I cheat last night?
What about the little old lady that watched you across 6th Avenue?
You were watching.
Only across 6th Avenue. How about it, huh? Just once, the studio and back, all by yourself.
Do I have to be the world's champion blonde woman?
Yes.
How about a little old bronze medal now and then? I'm an awfully good loser.
I'd sooner have a winner than holding out for you. Sweetheart? Ah.
Hey, you cheat! I was there once already. Just don't ever leave me.
Fat chance.
Is she waiting for you at the bus station?
That's a he, and I'm meeting him.
No, I mean the woman who didn't show up last night. Luciana.
Oh, her. Yeah, she went on ahead to get a back seat. Oh, terrible. Not even close. Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there.
I'm here. Take it easy.
But admit it, it's my first lucky punch in weeks.
Yeah, you were lucky. And my nose is bleeding. And I'm gonna miss the bus.
Oh, one thing. Where does the refrigerator plug in?
Huh?
The refrigerator. Where does it plug into the wall?
Oh, you'll find it. And don't ask Gloria either.
I don't need Gloria. And I certainly don't need you.
Ha!
Sam? Gloria? Anybody? Fire department, please. Hello, fire department. I'm sorry to bother you with a little thing like this, but I think something's burning. I'm blind, and I can't seem to locate it, and it's getting worse. Could you send someone over? Or would it be quicker to call the police, do you think? Oh, yes, of course. It's 27B. Just a minute. There's someone at the door. Come in, whoever you are.
Mrs. Hendricks? My name's Tom.
Oh, good. I think there's something burning. Can you see
What?
it?
Just step there.
I'm blind.
Oh, well. No, I've got it. It's, there was a cigarette butt. There was some paper in the ashtray. Caught fire.
thank you. Where was the ashtray?
By the safe. Under the wall mirror.
How silly of me. I can never quite tell where smoke's coming from. I don't know you, do I?
Oh, no. My name's Tallman. Mike Tallman. I used to know Sam.
Oh, I'm Susie Hendricks.
How do you do?
I'm afraid you've just missed him. He won't be back until tonight.
That's too bad. I'm taking a flight to Phoenix in a couple of hours.
I'm sorry.
I should have phoned, of course. I did try last night about 9, but I guess you were out.
Yes, we were out.
Here's your laundry.
Do you often come to New York?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, some friends of mine loaned me their apartment for a few days. It's quite near here. I thought I saw Sam last night near 8th Street. I was passing in a cab, so I looked him up in the phone book.
Yes, he has a studio near there. Sit down, won't you?
Oh, thank you. I will, just for a minute. I see he's still a camera bug.
Yes, he began studying when he left the Marines. Is that where you...
Yeah, oh, yes it is.
You were in the...
It's been so long, I've forgotten. I got it.
No, don't tell me. The 3rd Training Battalion, Charlie Company.
Yeah, good old Charlie Company. Did you know Sam in those days?
Oh, no. We just met about a year ago, just after my accident, and got married 6 months later.
You lost your sight in an accident?
Yes, an automobile accident.
I first met Sam 5 feet underwater, but I guess he told you that one.
No.
Well, I drove my Jeep into a canal. You might say he saved my life.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Oh?
I was practicing how to cross at the lights, and cars were piling up all around me by the time Sam yanked me out. He wasn't too polite about it either.
Oh, boy, you don't have to tell me.
Were you scared of him?
Oh, we all were, until we got to know him, of course. He was just a perfectionist, I guess.
Well, he still is. Now, he's the one who should be blind. He'd be terribly good at it.
Blind Sam. Pardon me for laughing, Mrs. Hendricks.
Oh, it's all right. Now, he'd be the world's champion blind man. Gloria? Who is it?
It's a little girl.
Come in, Gloria.
She went out. Does Sam still get up to Canada now and then?
Oh, yes, he was just up there last week visiting his parents. Have you ever met them?
No, I haven't. Well, gee, I'm sure sorry to have missed him.
Drop us a card next time you're around.
Thank you, Mrs. Hendricks, I will.
Susie.
Susie. Well, I'd better go pick up my things. Just tell Sam I said hello. Oh, Mike Tallman.
Mike Tallman. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
And thanks for putting out the fire. Oh, my God. Hello? Oh, you're still there. I'm terribly sorry, but the fire's out. You see, it wasn't in here at all. It was upstairs. Just some soup that had burnt up on the stove, but you could smell it for blocks. Oh, there was a little girl up there. She was supposed to be watching it, but you know how they are sometimes. Oh, yes, she's fine. So it's all right. Goodbye. Off. Mike? Mike?
What soup?
Oh, hello, Gloria.
Who is that man who was in here?
That was Mr. Tallman. He's an old friend of Sam's.
Oh, I see. Is the grocery list ready?
Yes, it's on the table and $20. Can you see it?
Yes, I have it. What else?
Nothing else. My job for today is to defrost the refrigerator, if you'd care to help me. What did you do just then?
Switched it to defrost.
That's not how we do it.
It is too. I've done it for Mother hundreds of times.
With this one, if you switch it to defrost, the milk freezes solid and all the jars crack open. We have to do it Sam's way.
Okay, do it Sam's way then. I'll go to the A&P.
Did you close the door of the refrigerator?
Yes.
I didn't hear it shut.
Okay, then it's open.
Would you close it, please?
Can't you shut it yourself? It's right by you.
That's the girl, thanks.
For what?
Oh, I thought you'd closed it.
Well, I didn't.
Now look here, Four Eyes. When I open the refrigerator, I close it. When you open it... Did you drop that by mistake?
No.
Then pick it up, now.
Don't you ever call me that again. And I do not steal.
steal? Who said anything about stealing?
You did. I know Sam wouldn't say a thing like that. You told Mother that I'd stolen a doll of yours. What would I want with a silly doll?
I never said anything of the kind. Whatever you threw down then, pick it up at once!
And don't you shout at me! I don't like being shouted at! Stop it! Understand? Stop it! Stop it! You little sawed-off shuttlecock! What did you say?
I'm sorry, Gloria. I shouldn't have said that.
What does it mean?
Nothing. It just popped out. You see what happens when you push someone too far?
I know some dirty words too, you know.
And I wouldn't have called you...
So why did you?
Doesn't Sam call you that?
Sam can call me what he likes. Sam likes me.
Oh, I see. Thanks. I'll tell him.
What will you tell him? If you tell Sam anything about this, I'll tell him.
What?
About that man who was here just now. I heard.
What do you mean, I heard?
From M-Town in Arizona. Well,
What have you got there?
he left a package on the safe. You by mistake, I'm sure.
You better put that back.
Of course. He'll be back.
I don't like you today. I think you better go.
Okay. I'll go then.
I'd close the icebox and leave the money in the grocery list. I'll do it myself. Oh, but before you go, pick up those things you threw down. Go on. If you don't know where they go, then give them to me and I'll put them away.
Will you tell Sam?
I tell Sam everything.
And pick them up yourself.
Okay, I will. Go on, beat it. And don't ever come down here again.
Please? Don't tell Sam. Susie? I wanted to help you today.
Thanks. I'll put those away.
You won't tell Sam, will you?
Just tell me what's broken. Don't be afraid.
Oh, nothing's broken. I only threw unbreakables.
Oh, that was crafty of you. Who taught you that?
Daddy?
Oh, does he throw things sometimes?
Boy, he sure did the night he left. He went around the whole house throwing all the unbreakables on the floor. But Mother finally got wisest and she said, "Boy, just look at you. You can't even break anything." And when we woke up the next morning, he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry, Susie.
What is it?
It's a kitchen knife. It looks sharp.
Oh, it is. Thanks. Who is it? Come in. The door's open.
I'll go to the A&P.
Thanks, honey. No rush. Come in.
I'll get it. You can call me Four Eyes one day if you like. But not just yet if you don't mind.
I would like to speak to Sam Hunt.
Who are you, please?
Where is she? Where is Mrs. Roach?
I think you must have the wrong house. I'm Mrs. Hendricks. Who are you, please? You say I'm...
May I have a glass of water? I'm not feeling too well.
Okay, just a minute. If you'll just wait there, I'll bring it. What? What are you doing?
And you can tell Sam Hunt, if he doesn't leave her alone, I'll kill him!
Hi, it's Mike Tallman again. Sorry, but I think I must have left the package
Mike,
here.
stop
Yes,
him. I
there
don't
it is.
know him.
Ow! Don't touch me! Wait a minute! Don't you dare touch me! I found it. I found it in this house of sin. Now, wait a minute, you come back here.
Mike!
Hold it! Come back here, you! Kathy! What happened?
I don't know. He barged in here and went into the bedroom and...
He emptied all the dresser drawers on the floor. I'll call the police.
The number is 440-1234.
440-1234.
Mike, what will I do if he comes back again?
Don't worry, Susie. I'll take a later flight to Phoenix. I'll wait here until Sam gets back, okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
I've got to fly to Phoenix tonight.
Well, maybe that little girl will be able to identify. Just write your address down here, will you? How many apartments are there in this house, Mrs. Hendricks?
Just two. This one and the one upstairs.
I see. You say you saw him waving something in his hand, Mr. Tallman?
Yes, it looked like a thin leather notebook. Here's my address, Sergeant.
Excuse me, Mrs. Hendricks. It's a little dark in here. This your permanent address?
Yes, it is.
Well, I won't bother you anymore, and don't worry, Mrs. Hendricks. If your husband does find anything missing, he'll let me know, I'm sure.
Yes, he will. And thank you for coming so quickly.
You're entirely welcome.
Hello? Yes, just a moment, please. Sergeant Carlino?
I'll get him, Susie. Sergeant Carlino, you want it on the phone?
Sorry, Mrs. Hendricks. This is going to be one of those days. Carlino. Yes, Lieutenant? You mean you just walked in? A doll? Have you told him yet? Hey, well, just give me... Yeah, sure. I understand.
Have they found the old man yet?
Mrs. Hendricks, maybe I should mention one thing while I'm here. I didn't want to alarm you, but a woman was found just outside here this morning.
Yes, I know.
You say you knew her?
No, I just heard about it on the radio.
Oh, I see. Your husband didn't know her by any chance?
No.
Of course he didn't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tallman, but we've been told to make inquiries. Did you hear anything peculiar last night?
No, we didn't, but then we were out most of the evening.
Oh, I see. You and your husband were together all evening, I suppose.
No, I went to a movie for about an hour, and he was working at a studio.
Was anyone else with him?
Hey, Sergeant, what
No.
is this?
He was supposed to photograph someone, but she never...
Are you asking Mrs. Hendricks these questions for any particular reason?
I'm not asking her any questions, Mr.
Then
Tallman.
why are you taking notes?
Mike.
I'm not taking notes. I'm just checking to see if...
What?
To see if there was anything else I didn't want to ask her.
Well, if there is, I suggest you wait until Mr. Hendricks returns home.
Now, look. I am allowed to talk, aren't I?
Talk, yes, but Mrs. Hendricks doesn't have to answer any questions if she doesn't want to. And if they didn't teach you that in police school, I suggest you read the Constitution.
Okay, then. No more questions.
Did they find that old man yet?
Mr. Tallman,
Yes?
you're not a lawyer by any chance?
No, I'm not.
No, I didn't think you were.
Well, fat lot of help he was. That old man could be in New Jersey by now.
Mike, is this apartment very dirty?
No, why?
Well, that sergeant kept dusting everything. Didn't you notice?
No, did he?
Well, over by the refrigerator and in this corner.
I'll get it, Susie. He's probably thought of some more silly questions.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hunt.
Mr. and Mrs. Hendricks live here.
Hendricks? Oh, I beg your pardon. Is this 27B Grogan Street?
Yes, it is, but...
Mr. Hendricks, my name is Rote, Harry Rote, Jr. May I ask, did an elderly gentleman drop by here today?
Well, I don't know if you could say dropped by exactly.
May I come in, please? You see, that man was my father.
Yes, come in, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Rote, Mrs. Hendricks is blind.
Oh, I understand. Thank you very much. Mrs. Hendricks, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Mike?
Yes, what's the matter?
I'm sorry. Mr. Rote?
I'm so very sorry this happened, Mrs. Hendricks. I do hope my father wasn't rude in any way.
Well, he emptied all the dresser drawers in the bedroom. Was that rude, do you think?
Oh, my goodness. But I can assure you this is not as serious a matter as you might think, Mr. Hendricks.
My name's Tallman. I'm a friend of Mr. Hendricks.
Ah, Mr. Tolman. My father may appear a little erratic at times, but I can assure you he would never...
Harm anyone?
Certainly not.
But he told Mrs. Hendricks that if someone didn't...
Gloria, it's only your groceries. I'll come back later.
I'll bring them in now.
What did my father say?
He said that if someone didn't stop seeing some woman, he'd kill him.
Did he mention the name Sam Hunt?
Yes. I think that's what he said.
Ah, well, then I can explain all of this quite easily. You see, my father came here thinking your husband is a photographer named Sam Hunt.
Well, My husband is a photographer, as you can see, but we can clear this all up right away. Mike, there's a photograph of Sam and me in the bedroom on the dresser. A wedding photograph.
Well, I'm afraid that won't do me very much good, Mrs. Hendricks. You see, I have never seen this man.
Just who is he, anyway?
Well, about 3 years ago, my wife was on vacation in Montreal, and while she was there, my father tells me, she and this man became acquainted.
So your wife meets some guy in Montreal 3 years ago, and your father threatens to kill him? For what?
Well, my father alleges that she and this man have been seeing each other from time to time ever since. And now, if you'll excuse me, Mrs. Hendricks, I must go and find my father.
Before you go, Mr. Rhodes, there's just one question. How did you get here? Did you follow your father here today?
Well, in a way I did, yes.
Then you were waiting outside all the time he was here?
Well,
Why didn't you stop him?
I didn't exactly follow him to this apartment.
How exactly did you know this address?
Oh, I was hoping not to have to tell you this.
Tell us, please.
Well, Mrs. Hendricks, I believe that my father followed my wife to this apartment.
When?
Well, you see, last Sunday, my father had invited us all to dinner at his club, and, well, my wife arrived late, and when she got there, she said she couldn't stay because she had to call on a friend who was flying to Montreal the next day. She had something she had to give him. And then my father became very, very testy, and he said, I want to know who this man is and what it is you have to give him. And then my wife became very annoyed, and she got up and she said, all right, if you must know, it's that doll of mine that you broke. And then she got up and she walked out.
A doll, did you say?
Yes, a musical doll.
Was it?
Yes.
You say Mrs. Rote had to give a friend who was going to Canada a doll
Yes,
last Monday?
that's right.
Why did she have to do that?
Well, you see, this wasn't just an ordinary doll. It had been specially made for her in Montreal. It played a little tune that was a favorite of hers. So he said he would take it back to the makers, have it fixed, and then bring it back to her. But you know, that night, when my wife got up and walked out on us, my father said, it's that doll Sam Hunt gave her. And then he got up and followed her. And then the very next morning, I found this note under my door. It simply said, Dear Harry, Sam Hunt lives at 27B Grogan Street, Greenwich Village. Dad. And then, when I told my father that Luciana hadn't come home last night...
Who? Who didn't come home last night?
My wife, Luciana. She comes to Manhattan often and usually stays with friends, but then she calls to say where she is, but so far we haven't heard anything.
Shall I get it, Susie? Hello? Yes, she is. Just a moment. Susie, it's for you, Sergeant Carlino. Susie?
Huh? What does he want?
I must go now.
May I take a message? No, I'll take it. Well, hold on a minute. His son's here now. Mr. Rowe, don't go. He wants to speak to you.
Who? The police. No, don't say that. I'll go.
It's about your wife.
What?
And your father's at the police station.
Oh, my goodness. Hello? Yes, speaking.
No, she isn't, but is she hurt? Oh, no, tell me now. What? Oh, my God. I don't believe it. Luciana.
Mr. Rowe.
Oh, my dear Luciana. Mr. Rowe. Oh, Mr. Rowe.
Mike, don't go.
No, Susie, I won't. Well, that's some family, the Rotes. The old man just walked into the police station. And it seems that Mrs. Rote's been in some kind of accident.
She's dead.
What?
She was murdered just outside here last night.
And you knew that? All the time he was here?
I only just realized when he was on the phone. The sergeant must have told him. It was on the radio. I think they even mentioned her name, only I wasn't listening properly. Mike, would you call the Asbury Park bus station and have them get Sam to phone me immediately?
Sure I will, Susie. But you're not worrying about anything that old man's gonna say. He's obviously nuts.
There's something you don't know, Mike.
What?
Sam did bring a child's doll back from Canada.
He did, but it can't be the same one.
Exactly like the one he described. I was trying to help Sam unpack, and I must have knocked it on the floor because it played a few notes. So I picked it up and said, oh, surprise, or something like that. I thought it was a present for me. Sam said, no, it was for a little girl who was in a New York hospital. Some woman in the airport of Montreal had given it to him to bring to her. Someone he said he'd never met before.
And then he took it to the hospital?
No. That woman, it must have been Mrs. Roach. She came here late that night to pick it up, but Sam couldn't find it. It must still be here somewhere. And that Italian woman, Luciana, that was Mrs. Roach, too.
Take it easy, Susie. Suppose he did know her. That's not so serious.
There's a photograph of Sam and me. It should be on the dresser. A wedding photograph in a leather frame.
No photograph. Oh, that's what the old man was carrying when he left here.
He's taken a photograph of Sam to the police.
Let's call Sergeant Carlino and tell him.
No. We mustn't say anything to the police. That's why the sergeant was asking so many questions about where Sam was last night and about the murdered woman. The police must think Sam... They must think he killed her.
Susie, there's a police car down the street, and they're watching this house.
Hello. Yes, it is. Asbury Park bus station.
Let me speak to
took the 5 o'clock bus from Manhattan. Are you sure? He wasn't on it.
But he must have been.
Maybe he missed it.
If he had, he'd have phoned. Let me speak to them.
Watch out, watch out.
Oh, no! That's the third time in half an hour, and I just broke a lamp in the bedroom.
Let me help you up.
No, leave me alone. Oh, Mike, it's no use. I can't.
If you could at least remember where Sam keeps the key to the filing cabinet.
We'll just have to wait until Sam gets back. I can't understand why he hasn't phoned by now.
We can't wait for Sam. We've got to find that doll and destroy it and anything else that might connect Sam and Mrs. Roten before that sergeant gets back.
Back of the freezer.
What do you mean back of the freezer?
The key of the filing cabinet. I knew it was a funny place. Is it there?
Yeah, it's frozen in.
There should be a $20 bill there, too. Can you see it?
Yes, it's here.
We put that there when we moved in case we ever starved to death. Is the doll there?
No, but these are.
Now we're off. These are all the keys we have. There's one for everything that's locked. There should be a small key on a large paper clip with a tag.
Small suitcase?
That's it. That's where Sam keeps important papers and stuff. Thanks, Mike. I'm feeling better now. Mike,
Yeah, Susie.
would you open this?
Sure.
Is the doll in there?
No doll.
Maybe you better look these over just in case. Can you see all right?
See what?
To read the letters.
Sure, the light's on.
If any of them are from her, don't read them to me. Just burn them in the sink. Well?
No, Susie, they're all from you. You type pretty well.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't know Sam was a hoarder. I nearly didn't show them to you. Find anything else yet of hers?
Not yet, and we've looked just about every place it could be. Everywhere except this safe, Susie. I just noticed this was here.
This is the light that hangs down from the ceiling?
Yes?
On now?
On? Why?
Nothing. Only Carlino had to open the blinds to read something, yet this switch was on. I felt it.
Well, they're on now anyway. Susie, are you sure Sam wouldn't have put the doll in the safe?
In the safe? No, it couldn't be there. And Rote did the same thing, too.
Did he?
Oh, didn't he?
Did he?
Well, I presume he didn't close them. Mike, you know when Rote Jr. came down the stairs, did you notice how I kind of jumped?
Yes. Why?
For a minute, I thought it was the old man.
You mean that they were together?
Yes. Of course, I realized right away I was wrong. But he had exactly the same walk as his father, and the same shoes.
You mean they sounded the same?
Exactly the same. New shoes. And one of them squeaked a bit. You probably didn't notice.
No.
You're wearing,
No, I didn't.
You're wearing old loafers. Sam wears them most of the time. Is that police car still outside?
Yes. Why?
Can you see their faces?
Why?
Try. This is very important.
Not too well.
Mike, this may surprise you, but is one of those men Mr. Rote?
Mr. Rote?
Well, is it?
The old man or the son?
Rote Jr.
No. Now, what would he be doing in a police car?
There's a radio in that car, isn't there?
I don't know. Suppose there is.
Well, I'm just wondering if... Do you think Mr. Rote could possibly be a policeman, too?
Now, what makes you think that?
First of all, Carlino fiddles with the blinds, and then almost immediately the police phone and ask to speak to him. And then Rote fiddles with them, and then Carlino phones him.
He didn't. He phoned you. Oh, I see. You mean signaling each other via these blinds and the police radio.
Something like that. You have to admit, if they did suspect Sam, that would be a pretty neat trick. When Rote first mentioned the doll, I nearly told him all about it.
I doubt if the police work that way.
You see, I know Mr. Rote's story and Sam's just don't match, but I've forgotten something.
What?
But I know Sam, and I don't know Mr. Rote at all, do I?
Look, Susie, if Sam can explain all this, fine, then there's nothing to worry about. But if he can't, I want to help him.
Susie, why don't you want to tell me about this safe?
Well, because it just couldn't be in there. You see, it isn't ours. The woman who had this apartment before us, she tried to sell it to us for $200, then $100, then $50. And when we finally made it clear that we just didn't want it, she locked it, and she went out, and Sam saw her deliberately drop the key in the drain outside.
Susie, are you making this up?
Of course not. Why should I?
Not that I blame you. I'm not sure I'd want to open my safe in front of a complete stranger, even if I could watch him.
Now, have I been treating you like a complete stranger?
No, but you know...
Well, I just wish that doll was in the safe. Then no one could find it, could they?
I wouldn't count on that. Suppose the police get a warrant to search this place, and they may. They could have it opened. Have you thought of that?
Open the safe without a key?
They could drill it open.
Well, let's hope they try. That would take hours, wouldn't it? And by that time, Sam will be home.
Maybe you're right, but if I were you, I'd still make sure if it's in there.
You really believe...
Not now, but when I've gone.
You're going? Where?
Back to the apartment where I've been staying.
Why?
Just to pick up my things. I'll bring them over here.
Do you have to go now?
Some people are moving in there tonight, and I've got to drop off the key.
Then you better give me your phone number.
What phone number?
Where you're going now.
But it's just around the corner.
But if you're delayed, or in case I do find the doll.
I'll call you as soon as I get there.
Well, then give me the name of your friends or their address so I can call information.
Let's see, maybe I have it written down somewhere. Yes, I do. But can you remember it?
Sure I can. Just a second. Okay.
WA4.
924, same as this one. Go on.
5309.
5309. Oh, what a stinker. Let's see. Be 30 in 2 years. That's almost 3, isn't it? 3 3s are 9, 2 3s are 6, except it's 5, not 6. So it's 3, 530, 309. 5309.
That's right. How long can you remember that?
About 2.5 minutes, so hurry. And Mike, lock this door and the street door as you go out. I'll let you in.
Okay.
And Mike?
Yes, Susie.
I just don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come by today. Who is it? Mike?
Oh, hello, Susie.
Don't do that to me. How did you get in here?
I borrowed the key you lent Mother because when I got upstairs, I found I left a stick of butter at the bottom of the bag.
Thank you, honey.
It's already in the icebox. I closed the door. You can pay me tomorrow if you like. You came in 1972, but you owe me 35 cents from last time. So if I give you 13...
No more numbers. I'm not a computer. Let's just call it quits, okay?
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye then.
Bye-bye.
None of my business. That man who was in here with Sam's friend,
That was a Mr. Rote. What about it?
is he a detective?
Why? What makes you think that?
Because of the lady that was murdered last night, that's all.
Gloria, if you stand on this, can you see out this window?
I think so.
There's a police car out there. Can you see it?
No?
Look carefully. Are you sure?
No police car.
Must be gone. It was there a few minutes ago. Is there a policeman anywhere around?
No.
Or anyone that looks like they might be watching this house?
Don't think so. Not many people around. It's still raining. Can I get down now?
Yes, of course. Wait. When we first moved in here, Sam had to make his phone calls from a phone booth out there somewhere, near some traffic lights, I think. Can you see a phone booth from this window?
Yes, there's one by the parking lot at the end of the street.
Is there a car parked near it?
Oh, one of those Volkswagen buses is right beside it.
Anyone in it?
Can't say. It has curtains all around. Something the matter, Susie? You look awfully worried.
No. I'll be all right when Sam gets back.
Would you like me to stay here until it... There's a man getting out now.
The Volkswagen?
Yes. He's talking to someone inside. I can't see who it is. Now he's coming this way.
Is it Mr. Rote? The one you thought was a police detective?
No, it isn't. Sam hasn't done anything, has he?
No, of course not. Gloria, you remember that doll your mother asked you about?
What about it?
It belonged to the woman who was murdered last night. And if the police found it here, they might think that Sam had something to do with it. That's why it's so important.
Look out!
What is it?
There's a man looking through the window.
Can he see you?
No, but he's still looking.
The doll. Don't let him see the doll.
Now he's gone.
That's the street door, and it's locked. Run up and see if you can lock the back door.
We can't. I think Daddy took the key with him.
We've got to hide that doll quickly, anywhere.
I'll take it upstairs.
No! In here. Where on earth did you find it?
It was just lying under the table by the settee. I guess it must have fallen off.
We've been searching this room for over an hour. You've got to tell me.
I took it.
Why?
When I first saw it in here, I thought it was a present for me. But Sam said it was for another little girl, so I stole it. It's under the garbage. You can't possibly see it.
Gloria, how would you like to do something that's difficult and terribly dangerous?
Yes, what?
Can you see this phone booth from upstairs?
From Mother's room, I think.
Write down our phone number quickly. Now listen carefully. This is difficult. I want you to go upstairs and watch that phone booth and not take your eyes off of it, not for a second. If anyone from the Volkswagen goes in and makes a phone call, I want you to call me the minute he comes out. Do you understand?
Sure, I understand.
Only the Volkswagen people, and only after he comes out of the phone booth. Wait a minute. When you call me, I won't answer. Just let it ring twice and then hang up.
I know, like a signal. There's a friend of Daddy's who does it, only she does it 7 times. Susie, if you need me for anything, just bang on the water pipe. You can hear it all over the house.
Who is it?
Sergeant Colino.
Just a minute, Sergeant. I'm on the phone. That's a wonderful idea. And a box of Kleenex? And a large bottle of aspirin? That's all, honey. I'm so sorry I kept you waiting. And I'm so glad you came back. There were some kids playing out at the back, and I think that they've broken a window in the bathroom. Would you mind taking a look?
I got more important things to do, Mrs. Hendricks.
It would only take you a moment, if you would, please.
Nothing wrong with the bathroom window.
Then how about this window in here?
It's okay.
Oh, I'm sure I heard some glass breaking somewhere. Well, thanks for looking. Was there something you wanted to ask me?
I understand that Mr. Rote called on you just now.
Yes, he did.
I thought you should know that the woman who was murdered outside here last night was his wife.
Oh,
You don't seem very surprised to hear that.
well, from the way her husband behaved on the phone, I knew something had happened.
You seem to have been searching for something since I was here last, Mrs. Hendricks.
I was looking for some bags for the vacuum cleaner.
Oh? Some bags for vacuum cleaner. Well, maybe I can find them for you.
Please don't bother.
No, it's no trouble at all. You know, the other day my wife lost her only can opener, and you'll never guess where I found it.
In the washing machine.
Yeah, that's right. I, just thought you might have done the same thing.
Please don't bother to look for them now.
Are you sure you weren't looking for something else, Mrs. Hendricks? You sure you weren't looking for a doll?
A doll? What do you mean?
A doll that your husband brought back from Canada and which Mrs. Rote came here to collect the other night.
My husband never knew Mrs. Rote.
We know he did. Mr. Rote now recognizes your husband from a photograph that his father has.
Which he stole from our bedroom.
And the old man remembers seeing your husband and Mrs. Rote together several times. Now, where else might this doll be? In the safe, perhaps?
Why would my husband have to put a doll in there?
And if you did, you couldn't open it anyway, could you?
Yes. As it happens, I could.
You could?
Yes.
Then will you open it?
For you?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Certainly not. You'll have to get a warrant for that, and you know it.
Oh, we'll have a warrant in no time.
Then you'll have to blast it open, and you'll get no help from me.
It won't take us 20 minutes to drill that open, and before your husband gets back. In the meantime, you're not to leave this house.
Sergeant, is Mr. Rote still at the 6th Precinct?
Oh, he's probably left there, Bunny. Why?
I have something to tell him. It's very important. Could you give me his phone number, please?
His phone number?
Yes. Now, you're not going to tell me he didn't give it to you.
Hey, well, of course he did. I just don't have it on me. Maybe you can get it from information. He lives in Scarsdale.
I've already tried. He's not listed. Oh, I know how I can get it.
What are you doing?
440-1234. They can connect me with the 6th Precinct, and they'll tell me his phone number.
Look, that's only for police emergencies. I can dial my office direct. It's just possible he may still be there.
Thank you.
Carlino, yeah, is Mr. Rote still there? No, the son. Mrs. Hendricks wants to speak to him.
Thank you. Mr. Rote? My husband's friend, Mr. Tolman, has phoned a lawyer, and he has advised us if your father makes any more accusations against my husband, he'll take immediate action. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Rote? Thank you.
That lawyer friend isn't going to stop me, Mrs. Hendricks. I'll be right back. That might be for me.
Hello? There's no answer. They must have hung up.
I'll be right back, Mrs. Hendricks. With a search warrant.
I'll be here. 3. So it's 9, 2, 4, 6:30. Mike, I've got it. The doll. I'll tell you when you get here. And Mike, I was right about Mr. Rote. He is a police detective. He and Carlino have been... Hurry. Did you forget something, Sergeant Carlino? Sergeant Carlino? Sergeant Carlino? Mike. Who is it?
Mike.
Just a minute, Mike.
Susie.
I'm coming. Come in quickly, Mike. Close the door.
Well, you got it?
Yes.
Well, where is it?
Gloria?
What's the matter?
Oh, for a minute, I thought someone else was there.
No, the door just didn't quite close. That's better.
Is it still raining?
Off and on. Susie, where's the doll?
You'll see. I won't be a second.
Where are you going?
Where's the box of keys?
Over on the table. Is it in the safe?
Did you find 3 keys on a ring? 1 large and 2 small?
Is it in the safe?
No, but I did look.
You did? When?
Just after you'd gone.
Then all that nonsense about the old woman.
Oh, I was making that up. I thought you realized, as you said yourself, I don't know you that well. You're not hurt, are you?
These the ones you want?
Yes, good.
Susie, you said you'd found the doll.
I know where it is.
Where?
It's locked up in Sam's desk,
What desk?
in his studio.
How do you know it's there?
You remember the little girl who came in when Mr. Rote was here?
Yes.
Well, she told me. She phoned me from the drugstore.
When?
Oh, just after you'd left. She wanted to know if I needed anything else, and I thought I might as well ask her if she'd seen the doll, and by golly, she had.
When?
Yesterday morning, I had sent her to Sam's studio to get some money for me. She often does my shopping, and when she walked into his little office at the back, there was the doll sitting on his desk. Of course, she thought it was a present for her, just as I had. But Sam said, no, it's for another little girl, and then he locked it in his desk.
Strange place to put a doll.
That's exactly what she said. What a funny place to put a doll. Why do you have to lock it up for?
And what did Sam say to that?
He said something rather odd.
What?
He said, but this is a doll even grown-ups would like to have.
Susie, are you making this up?
Well, go ask her. She's probably still there. It's the drugstore at the corner of 6th Avenue and 4th Street.
Where are you going with that knife?
There's a John at the back of Sam's studio. I'm going to slice that doll up and flush it away.
Now, just hold it, Susie. You can't go.
Of course I can. I've been going there by myself for weeks.
I'll get it much quicker.
But the studio's locked, and if anyone sees you go
Oh, I'll be
in...
very careful. May I have the keys? Which key is it?
The large one lets you in, and one of the small ones opens the desk. You unlock the middle drawer, and then all the rest spring open.
Right.
And Mike, you'll come back
Of course, as soon as I've got it.
and bring it with you. We'll dispose of it here.
I will. Where's the studio?
78 West 8th Street.
78 West 8th Street. I'll find it, Susie.
And Mike, please be careful. Carlino came back while you were gone.
He did, but you didn't let him in.
Oh, I had to. You should have seen us. Carlino was at the door, the safe was wide open, the phone was ringing, and the doorbell, and I could hardly tell which was which.
What did he want?
Oh, he just asked a lot of silly questions. And then I could hear him searching all over the room for the doll. He even looked in the washing machine. Can you imagine? But it's all right. He now thinks it's in the safe, and he's gone to get a warrant and have it drilled open. And by that time, there just won't be no doll, will there?
No, there won't.
Go on, Mike, and hurry.
All right.
Good luck. Who is it? It's me, Gloria. Lock the door, honey.
Did you get my 2 signals?
Yes, you were wonderful. Now, who was it who went into the phone booth?
The last one was Sam's friend?
Mr. Tolman.
Yes.
And before that?
Man with the beard?
Who?
The one I thought was a detective.
Mr. Rote.
And they just let the house that police sergeant who was in here, they went back to the Volkswagen. Susie, are Mr. Talman and Mr. Rote police detectives too?
They may be. Anyway, I'm not taking any chances till Sam gets back. Do you know the Port Authority bus terminal?
The what?
It's the... Just ask for the biggest bus station in New York. It's near 42nd Street, I think.
Near 42nd Street.
Go out the back way and take the first taxi you can find. Here, take all the money in this. All of it.
What do I do when I get to the bus place?
Ask them where the buses from Asbury Park come in. Asbury Park, say that.
Asbury Park.
Meet every bus that comes in from there. Stay all night if you have to. Sam will be on one of them. Can you do that?
Of course I can. What do I tell him?
Everything.
About the doll?
About the doll and the 3 men and the Volkswagen. Everything you can think of. Wait a minute. get me some hypo and some vegetable oil.
Hypo?
In Sam's cabinet. And by the sink. Now, pour some hypo in this. Quite a lot. Watch your eyes.
Ew, what's this for?
For just in case. Now, a little oil to stop the smelling. Good. Now, put those bottles back where you found them. Now, where's the fuse box?
The what?
There's a fuse box on the wall somewhere near the stairs, I think. Take me to it. Now, go around the whole apartment and turn on all the lights. Start in the bathroom.
On or off?
On.
Okay, okay.
I'm not mad at you, honey. Just in an awful hurry. Those men are coming back here.
That's okay, Susie. I'm not mad either.
Is it dark outside yet?
No, not quite.
Oh, I wish it would hurry up. Close the drapes in the bedroom.
I will. They just switched on the street lamp.
Good. All on. In here, too?
Yes.
Now, as I take out each fuse, tell me which light has gone off. Ready?
Yeah. Bedroom. Bathroom. All out in there. Ceiling. That one.
Which one?
Oh, sorry. It's over Sam's bench just by you.
Now, that one I want. Tell me when it's on again.
Now. Wall lights. That's all except the clock.
Oh, pull out the plug. Now, I'm going to turn this one on for a second. Don't be frightened.
I won't be frightened.
Now, can you see anything?
No?
Anything at all? Absolutely dark?
Yes.
Can you see me moving?
Yes, just.
Oh, there must be a light coming from somewhere. Where's it coming from?
From under the door at the top of the stairs.
Hell. Okay, wait. There's a broom in the stair closet. Go out in the hall and smash every light you can see. Just go until you can't see anything.
Will do. All out.
Close the door. Now, can you see anything?
Nothing at all.
All dark?
Yes?
Good. Okay, off you go then. Know what to do?
As for Clark, tell Sam everything.
Lock this door, check that the street door is locked, then go out the back way and run until you find a taxi.
Bye, Susie.
Gloria, I don't know anyone who could do this as well as you.
Oh, boy, I wish something like this would happen every day.
Susie? It's Mike. I've got something to tell you. It's important. Susie?
Hello, Mike. I've been expecting you. Did you get into the studio all right?
As it happens, I did, no thanks to you. I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but there's no desk.
And no doll?
How long have you known?
About what?
Me.
Yeah, that's much better, isn't it, Mike? We can talk like two sensible people.
Where is it?
You'll have to buy it.
Go on, then. How much?
Not money. We'll trade truth for truth. Let's start with Sam and Mrs. Rote. True or false?
Do you know where it is? I can't trade if you don't know.
I know.
Here?
How about Sam?
If I tell you, can I have it right now?
In a few minutes you could, yes.
Then it is here.
Well?
Sam didn't kill that woman. He first met her at the airport, just like he told you.
Then you're not a policeman, nor Sergeant Carlino.
No.
Have you ever met Sam?
No. Is it in the safe?
Who was she?
I can't tell you that.
Did you kill her?
No.
Did Mr. Rote?
You don't need to know that either. In the safe?
Yes. It's in the safe.
Key.
It's already unlocked.
Thank you, Susie. It's here. Yes? Yes. Now, maybe your only chance.
This is 27.
Now that was just stupid, wasn't it? The key! You said I could have it!
I've hidden it very carefully. It's somewhere in this apartment.
I'm not going to look for it. You're going to give it to me now.
Then you'll have to make me.
Don't think I couldn't.
Then you'll have to hurt me very much, and I don't think you could do that.
You don't know me very well.
I think I do.
You don't know me at all, do you?
You can know some people very well in a short time. Maybe you could hurt me a little bit, but it won't be enough.
Maybe you're right, Susie. Maybe I couldn't hurt you enough. But suppose there was somebody who could. Suppose he's waiting just outside the door, where he's been waiting all day, just for this. All I have to do is walk out of here, and he'll come in.
Anything he does, you'll be doing yourself. You'll never forget that.
I won't be here. Have it your own way, Susie.
Go on then. Get out. You're worse than he is.
But why?
I won't give it to you. Get out.
All right, Susie.
Get out. If you come near me.
It's all over, Susie. You can keep your damn doll. I guess you've earned it anyway. And you don't have to worry about Mr. Rote any longer. Mr. Rote's dead.
Are you still lying?
No more lies. I can't tell you very much about me or Carlino. And we never knew who Rote was anyway. We just met him last night. But no more lying.
You killed him?
When Rote was in here doing his old man act, Carlino and I flipped a coin, and he won. I can't tell you why we had to kill him, but we did. Then the three of us agreed that when I had the doll, Carlino would bring his car around to the alley to pick up Rote and me. So as Rote walked into the alley just now...
You better go, Mike.
What are you going to tell about us?
Will you promise to leave Sam and me alone always?
We'll never meet again. That's a promise.
Then I won't give you away.
What about Sam?
He'll do as I ask him. You see, I am grateful. It's rather like thanking someone for not pushing you under a bus, but you could have hurt me and you didn't.
Goodbye, Susie.
What will you do now?
I'll run. I owe a lot of money to some Shylock, and his boys are after me. That's why I had to do this, so I'll run. It won't be the first time.
It's not much, but there's a $20 bill in the back of the freezer if it'll help.
We already took it, but thanks anyway.
Well, goodbye then.
No see, no tell.
Good luck.
Thank you, Susie.
Mike? Mike?
Susie. Now all the children have gone to bed. Now we can talk. Relax, dear. I'll be right with you. Come on, Mr. Tallman. Susie. You're going to lock us in. Huh? So the dog it was that died, huh? Of course, I knew they'd try and kill me the moment we had the dog. But when Carlino walked up to his car just now and saw it start up all by itself and drive straight at him, I just couldn't resist turning on the light to catch his expression. I don't think I've ever seen anybody look quite so surprised. So it's in the safe, is it? Oh, no, take your time. Take your time. At best, Sam will just be arriving at St. Vincent's Hospital. You see, when he got to Asbury Park, he received a message which said you had had a slight accident. And by the time they've kept him waiting around there, I will have finished. Susie. So, will you give it to me now?
I won't give it to you.
I won't give it to you. I won't give it to you. You remind me of somebody else who said that. Only she said, I don't know where it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. Susie. I've heard people say that before. Only she was much more stubborn. I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Do you frighten easily? I don't know. 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 It's right there on the floor in front of you. Won't you pick it up, please? Please. Huh? Huh? Oh, Susie. You don't have to be ashamed. Everybody's frightened of something. Ooh. I have gasoline here. Gasoline. Huh? Gasoline? This place will go up like a matchbox. The big question, Susie, is whether you want to be outside in the street or locked in there with Mike. It's up to you. So, will you give it to me now?
No.
I won't give it to you, huh? I won't give it to you. I don't know. 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 And then, as it always happens, finally, something seemed to snap. Huh? Ah, yes. And she told me everything she knew. As it turned out, she didn't know where it was, but she told me everything she could. Ah, yes. At last, she wanted to tell me, but like her, you won't stop at that, will you, Susie? Hmm? Huh? No. After I'd finished questioning her, she went on. She told me other things. Little useful things that just might come in handy. And then she told me other things. Things I didn't even want to know. Little intimate things about herself and Mike and Carlino. And I told her, now that's enough, Susie. That's enough. I don't want to know any more. But she went on and on and on and on. And finally, she was dead. Now, I'm not going to ask you for it again, Susie. So when you want to give it to me, you have to tell me. Will you go in there? Shall I help you, Susie? Susie! Don't touch it! I can see you, Susie. You've got a whole box of matches. You're over there by the safe, aren't you? Aren't you? No! No! It's out! I'm going out! It's out! It's out!
Just try lighting a match now. Throw your matches on the floor, or I'll set you on fire.
They're on the floor.
Now, stand perfectly still where you are. And listen. Don't move! However quietly you move, I can hear you. Now listen. Go slowly to the bedroom door. Walk so I can hear you.
I can't. I don't know where I am.
Just find one of the walls and work your way around. It's not very difficult.
All right. I'm over by the door.
Now, go inside and close the door and knock from the other side. I have the key here.
What are you going to do?
Just go inside. I'm going to lock you in.
No, please, let me stay out here. I won't move. Listen, I'll go over to the table, and I'll keep knocking on the table, and you'll know exactly where I am. So please don't blow it out. The gasoline! The gasoline! I'm going to the table. All right, I'm at the table now, and I'm sitting at the table. Here, you hear that tapping? I'm right here now.
Keep tapping.
I have to hand it to you, Susie. You've thought of everything. I don't know anybody else who could have thought of such...
Keep tapping. Keep tapping.
You know, it's funny. Most people, when they plan something, however clever they are, there's always one little thing they overlook.
Keep tapping. Keep tapping!
But not you, Susie. You didn't forget anything. Did you? What's the matter? Won't it shut, huh? Won't it shut, Susie? Won't it shut? It's all right, Susie. You can relax now. It's finished. I have the knife. Now go right over there and stand right in that place.
You have what you want. I'll give you the doll.
No. No, now you stand right there and you do exactly as I say. Do you understand? Move a little to your right. Further. Further to your right. Hands to your sides. That's it, that's it. Now, what was it you wanted to say to me?
I'll give you the doll if you'll just go and leave us alone.
You have to say, please, may I give you the doll?
Please, may I give you the doll?
You may. Well, aren't you clever? A little arrogant, perhaps, but oh, you're clever. Put it there on the table. Come on, move. Get back to your place.
You have what you want. Please go. I'll never give you away if you just go.
May I have the key to the bedroom? Now, will you go into the bedroom, please? Susie, I would like to go. I'd like to do what you'd wish me to, but I have one rule that has to be obeyed. You know the one I mean? That clever, arrogant girls have to be punished.
No.
Now go on. I'm only going to do what you were going to do to me. I'm going to lock you in there. Now go on! If you cry or scream for help, I'll light the stairs on fire. Huh? And then no one will be able to help you until the firemen arrive. Yes? And by that time, Susie, you would have taken care of every...
Mr. Hendricks! Mr. Allen! That's one of them. I'm going in here. She's not in there. I'm checking upstairs. Susie!
He's still bleeding. Might stand a chance.
There's DOA there. Looks like a knifing.
Phone's dead. First aid back in the ambulance.
Watch it!
Put the match out.
Are you all right? It's me. We're back.
Okay, let's get out of here, shall we, lady?
Leave her alone, both of you. She can manage by herself. See? She can manage.
Susie? Oh, Susie.
She'll be all right.
Susie.